The South Carolina House passed the Religious Freedom Act last week, which could designate churches as an essential service in an emergency. 7 News' Kimberly Brown takes a closer look at what that bill actually means.
While churches are considered a place of refuge for the soul, in passing this bill, it gives congregations and church leaders the footing they need in order to keep their congregations together. Macedonia Baptist Church in Spartanburg is a lively church that's filled with love and laughter. When the pandemic hit, church leaders started planning ways to keep the congregation of more than 1,700 connected.
Going through this pandemic, not having the place, right? The place not being open for your spirit to be healed, for your mind to be healed, caused people to try to do this on their own.
Concerned that closing churches would violate the freedom of religion provision in the U.S. Constitution, Governor Henry McMaster allowed them to operate while following safety precautions and protocols. But as a precaution, the predominantly African-American congregation at Macedonia closed its doors, but continued to creatively serve people.
I pastor a predominantly African-American congregation, and this pandemic has hit Black and brown communities a lot harder.
House Bill 3105, also known as the South Carolina Religious Freedom Act, passed the House and is headed to the Senate. The bill would ensure that during a state of emergency, religious services are deemed as essential service and considered necessary. Representative Rosalind Henderson Myers serves voters in District 31, which includes Spartanburg.
What they're doing is they're being proactive such that if there's another emergency that comes along, then churches will deem to be essential businesses and can stay open.
While the bill ensures religious organizations will be able to keep their doors open, those who are concerned about how vaguely the bill is written says it opens the door to other activities. While many sanctuaries like this have found ways to stay socially distanced, some pastors say they have found that connection, that community, is just as essential as food and water. Reporting from the sanctuary of Macedonia Baptist Church in Spartanburg, Kimberly Brown, 7 News.
Here are the numbers. The Religious Freedom Act passed the state House with a 73-39 vote, and as Kim said, is now expected to pass in the Republican-controlled Senate.